I'll try to be the better man, and just mind a little bit, explain a little bit more. I like to thank everyone. Literally, watch how I felt on how I feel YouTube, how I feel just literally entertainment is becoming more and more of a pushover, a complete pushover of what today's society wants it to be, and it's just I don't like it, and I don't like the fact that when YouTubers literally get caught when they're on bullshit, they always rise back up to what they are, and it's just like why why support someone who's absolutely a piece of shit? They're not going to learn their lesson. They're not going to care. They're not going to care about you. Only to them, you're nothing more than a fucking number. And I'll try to be the better man. I'll try to ignore them. But when you care about something, if it's a character that you really like, or it's a certain direction, let's say Superman, and you really want that character to be drastically different or be better than any other average storyline right now, which, tell you the truth, it's average or just trash. Ever since the New 52 ended, I really couldn't care less about Superman. I'll read the old Superman comics and I'll read the New 52 Superman comics. I really don't care. But I'll try to be the better man. I won't listen to all those haters, even though they crawl in my skin every single damn time. And I just feel like, so much to a certain degree. I just care. And yeah, I do care about a lot of these writers. And yeah, a lot of times I agree with them. A lot of times, yeah, I'm on their side than the fans. They try to make themselves look like the enemy, or people try to make them look like the enemy, and the fans are always the right thing. Dude, sometimes the fans are the wrong. Like the Snyder fans. They're the most toxic piece of shit fans you could possibly ever get. What's that word? Not all of them are, but a lot of them literally, like, there's a split. There's a half of the toxic fan base of the Snyder fans, and there's half of them are like you and me. Really cool people, good to talk to, and all that stuff. It's just, there's a lot of things that the Snyder fans are. And, a lot of them should be called out on their bullshit. A lot of them should be taking on praises. But it's just, it is what it is. But, I mean, the problems are, it's just, I feel like today's society just likes to be a sheep. Today's society just likes to be, an asshole. I'm sick of it. And it's affected a lot of the majority of the stuff I enjoy. And, I blame the things that, people don't want to blame. Like, I blame the fans who killed Linkin Park, or should I say killed Chester. They killed it. They killed my favorite band. And I cannot let that go. I do not understand how come a community that supports a band and they absolutely kill it and they don't want to accept it. People say, oh, Chester made a bad note, and I'm like, sure he did. Just don't want to accept the fact. And yet when you see his last song that he ever did before he died, before he killed himself, which was just, oh God, it's unbelievable the way he did, but it's horrible. It's really horrible. And it's just, it is what it is. And, people say, oh, you need to take a break. I mean, like, I've tried to take many breaks, but I mean, breaks really don't really help anything. It only makes things a little bit more worse. It's just, I want to support something and be proud of it. I want to be at that point to where when I do Marvel comics or whenever I do my books, because, I'm writing my story. I'm just rewriting chapter 1. It was originally going to be a comic book, but you know what? I'm kind of taking on my friend's advice, just make it into a novel. And you know what? Why not do it? I might as well have my mom be my editor. But I mean, it's just, I think of ideas on things, and I really feel like companies should be going forward on doing that idea. I think people just like to throw a narrative just to make money, and that's the point where I was saying people just are all into the money, and it's disgusting, and it's horrible, and it's just, yeah. But I was very angry. I was very angry and upset that I'm like, I put my heart and soul on supporting these fucks, and yet again, I get looked at as an idiot to support them, and yet I get to hear the guff. I get to hear, oh, I knew it all along. I knew it. This guy was nothing but bad news. And it's just, oh, God, it was such, it's such a nightmare just hearing that shit. But I mean, it is what it is. But that's how life is. Life is nothing more than a joke. And I'm just tired of it. I'm tired of, hearing the guff, tired of being the clown on supporting people, tired of hearing, comic books are better, manga is better than American comic books. Yeah, because it's one cheaper over the other, asshole. Thanks for your bullshit opinion. It's just, it's stupid. And I feel like a lot of times manga ain't no different. It ain't no different compared to what we're having right now. I mean, like, if you ask me, I think the biggest political agenda that you could ever do in manga history is not only made your character to be a piece of shit and a worthless, but made your entire character development and the whole journey aspect feel worthless. That's a level to where no writer should ever go. Or what's even way worse is when you have a manga writer dies and never finishes its story. High School of the Dead, perfect example. That author died. We'll never have an ending of that. Berserk. I don't even know that shit's gonna continue. It sure looks like it's gonna continue. I mean, but it's just the facts are. I mean, it's a shame, but it's the truth. I mean, I love to see stories, and I would take that author's ending. I would take it because he's continuing and he's honoring the other writer's work. I would be more proud and more happy if we see that more often than anything. But the difference is we don't see that at all, as many people like it to have. We don't see that as often. We see that very rare, and I'm worried that Hunter x Hunter will have the same situation that we're having with yours truly, whatchamacallit, I just said it. I just fucking said it. Berserk. And I'm worried that Hunter x Hunter, one of the beautiful, groundbreaking, interesting concepts, literally awesome storytelling, I don't even know it's going to continue because they opened such big things in the recent sagas, the recent storylines, to such degree that you could do so many great things, so many stories. I don't think it's ever going to happen because the author's health is such a crime. It's a crime that we never got to see, that the author has enough time to say what he needs to do on his manga. And honestly, if you ask me, that manga should be in a monthly series, not a weekly series. There's certain mangas should be a weekly series. There's certain mangas should be a monthly series. I think Dragon Ball Super should be a weekly series because I don't like the condensed down fighting. Granted, you can make an argument, well, they're trying to do that for the animation studio. Okay, then, that's fine. That's understandable. But, I mean, I just care. I care about writers. I care about a lot of these entertainers. And it just pisses me off that I had to keep my mouth shut. And I feel like that should never be that way. So I got nothing else to say. I'm hoping everyone tries to understand where I'm coming from. You could shit on me. I don't give a fuck if you do. Um, I just don't care what people really say if you're wrong. I'm only here to say how I really feel. If you don't like it, you can go somewhere else. Or if you don't, oh well, that's just how I feel. But if you understand where I'm coming from, if you understand where I'm saying, that's awesome. Because I just feel like it's such a burning fucking passion of mine. It just filled with just hatred of just these people do not care about anyone but themselves. And no one wants to speak out. No one wants to say a goddamn word. I'll try to be the better man. I'll try to be that guy to just ignore those fucking idiots, support the comics, support the bands, support everything that you can do. Because that's what counts. Because you may never see them again. And, or see that character ever again. For perfect example, War Machine. When was the last time we saw War Machine? Pre-Civil War. Pre-everything. Last time I saw him was the Hickman Days of Iron Man. When he got a solo title, Iron Man 2.0, which was a really good book, recommended. Go buy both volumes. And, yeah, I mean, is what it is. I care. I care a lot. And I want to support a lot of people. And I'll see you guys later. I'll do what you guys say. And sorry if you kind of got a little bit annoyed me bitching. I apologize if you guys did. But, for new people, I just, now you know. Now you know how I truly feel on a lot of things. And it's just, and it really, I had to say how I really feel. I had to say how I really feel on a lot of degree. And, sometimes you have a lot of built up steam. And that's all I have to say. I'll try to be the better man. And just sorry.